So to start, we have SSH command over here, and this is the password. Paste the password. Alright, cd/behemoth ls, and we have behemoth 4 over here. Okay, it says PID not found. Let's analyze with ltrace behemoth 4. Okay, here we have main function and it gets the PID and it tries to create this thing. Okay, and tries to open this file and read. If it was not successful, then PID not found. So basically it is looking for this file. If this file is not found, it says PID not found. If this file exists, then PID exists. So what we need to do is we need to create a file in the temp directory, and then we need to link it to the password of Behemoth file. Only then we can do it. And before that, we just need some small knowledge about the process IDs. So first of all, I'll just use sleep command and I'll say sleep 1000 and run it in the background. This ampersand symbol will run it in the background, and when you run it in the background, it shows us the process ID. So to get the most recent process ID, you have to use $! So if you type this, it will give the recent process ID. Currently I'm running it as a command, and this is not a command, so it's just not command not found. But if I use echo this, then I get the process ID. So I can just call this and store it in a variable and then use that to create this file and then link this file to the password. So first of all, let's find the password. Type file name behemoth 5 and send all the errors to /dev/null, and as you can see, this is the password. We cannot directly cat this, we don't have the permission, but this behemoth 4 has the permissions to open this file. So we need to link this file to the temp directory, to the file that will be created in the temp directory. So let's see how we can do that. So first of all, save this thing, Ctrl+Shift+C here. So now I will create a temp directory to execute all my commands. I'll say mktemp -d and I'll say chmod 777 $temp cd $temp. Okay, I'm inside the temp directory. So let's try to create a program that will do all the things that I've explained. So I can create any file with any random name, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run the file behemoth/behemoth4 and I'm going to run it in the background. And next I'm going to fetch the process ID by using something like process ID equals to, what is the command to get the recent process ID? It is $! Right? So this $! will bring the process ID of Behemoth 4 and it will store it in this process ID. So once I got the process ID, I need to just stop it for a while. It's not like I'm just completely exiting the program. I'm just holding it for a while so that I can do my own task. So for that I use kill command. So kill-stop. So this will not end the program or terminate the program. It will just hold it for a while, and then I will say process ID. So I have to give the process ID. Once I have suspended the program, I can try to link the password with the file with the process ID. So this is the file that we want to link. Ctrl+C, paste it here. And what is the file that I want to link with? It is /temp/ the file with the name of this process ID. Once I've created it, now I can cat this file directly right here. I can say process ID, and finally I can just continue with the process and I'll say process ID. So once this is done, the program will automatically open the file as you have seen in the ltrace command. This program will automatically open the file with fopen as you have seen in the ltrace command. So I don't have to cat this file or anything. I can just leave it like this. And finally, I will say kill continue this process. So once this is done, the program will exit it automatically. So I'll just save this file, Ctrl+XY, enter. And if I just scroll up, I can see that ltrace will automatically open that file with that process ID. Alright, so let's give this program execute permissions. So I'm gonna give full permissions to this and hit enter, and now just run this file. Just hit enter. So I have done a spelling mistake over here, so let's rectify that. It's Behemoth. Just control X, Y, enter. Just run the program again. Alright, as you can see, the program automatically gave password for the next level. So you might be asking, is there any other way to solve this? Yes, there is, obviously. Once you understand what to do, you can do these things manually. You don't have to create a program. So let me run the program again. So let me go to /behemoth, behemoth 4. Okay, PID not found. So if I use a dollar symbol, I can see that PID exists. But name of the file with this PID does not exist in the temp directory. Something like /temp/this does not exist. So we have to create this file somehow and then try to link this and then execute the file. Let me try to execute the same command few more times and see how much this process ID is changing. So just hit enter, exit, and as you can see, it's almost like 200 more processes has been run. In the meantime, just run it again, and as you can see, 100 more processes has been run. So if we try to run some command, it is at least taking 100 processes. So there are tons of processes that are running in the background. Every time I run this, it's almost like 100 processes are being run. So I'll just give like 300 processes gap, something like this. So right now I will create a for loop which will create these files which are empty, and I will link such files to this file. And when I run Behemoth 4 again, since the file already exists and it is already linked to this file, so it will automatically give the password. So I'll just show you how I will do it. So first of all, let me take the recent process ID, something like this, right? I go to the for loop for I in this process to something like 200 or something, and I will say do link command is used to link this file to this file. So this file I have to mention the particular variable, so something like $I, so which would take each process ID and then create a file, and it will automatically link to this file, right? So once this is done, you can say done. So the thing is, this command will run these many times. For example, like here you can see that almost 120 times. So this command will run 120 times. So whenever this command is run, that process ID is created. So when you reach to this level, that many processes are already done, you will not get the process ID of this. So you will get process ID out of this range. So I will show you what I mean. So just hit enter and enter again, and as you can see, it is way over the process ID, right? So what you have to do is you have to create this particular gap. For example, if you're creating 100 processes, you have to create the process ID from, let's say, 300 to 400 or 300 to 500 or something, so that that gap is covered. So I'll run this process again to get the recent process ID. So it is 2. Oh my god, it's almost like 1,000 processes has been run in this gap. So I'll just give a 1,000 process IDs gap. For example, I'll give, oh my god, it's running so fast. So I have to give like 2,000 process IDs. Let's give that, and I will say from 5,000 to 6,000, let's say, or else I'll just say 5,500, and here I would say 1,000 to 6,200. That should be enough. So since this is running so fast, I gave 5,000, 6,000 to 6,200. So it will create 200 of these files. So just hit enter and run the program. So currently it is at 4,000, and once you reach 6,000, you should get this thing. Okay, I did not get. Interesting. Did I not create it properly? 596084. Okay, sorry. Now it should give. Right, we got it. We got it in between these numbers. So now we got the key to the next level. So once you understand the concept of how to approach the problem, then it's a piece of cake. Okay, you can use whatever method that you desire and you're good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.